Hi, welcome to another video. This one, new fragrances. So the first batch of releases for the month of May, at least the notable, easy to get ones, right? For the normal man on the street, right? So first up on the list from the house of Roja Dove, Roja Parfums. Well, the perfumer is Roja Dove. Roja Parfums Oceania Parfum, right? So the original variant is the EDP. This one is the Parfum, right? So Roja Parfums being a niche house, so they do top quality scents, right? So top notes here: juniper berry, lycia, cubiba, grapefruit, bergamot, rosemary, mandarin, thyme, lemon, lime, and lavender. So that's just the top, right? So it is a blast of citrusy, fruity greatness, right? So that's just the top. This one is packed, right? And then the mid: jasmine, sambac, ylang ylang, geranium, violet, and jasmine. So you get the flowers, citrusy up top, and then the flowers in the mid, and then let's see the bottom, right? And then the base, you get sandalwood, cedarwood, labdanum, galbanum, vanilla, benzoin, vetiver, orris, musk, and moss. So it's a combination of the woods, the ambers, the vanillas, and yeah, musk moss, right? So it's woodsy, vanilla-y, musky, right? Something like that. So fruits up top, flowers in the mid, and then you've got the woods at the bottom, essentially, right? So very much typical niche type of fragrance in terms of that breakdown of notes, right? So definitely worth checking out if the money allows, right? And then the next one from the house of Montblanc, one of two from the house of Montblanc, Montblanc Explorer, right? So following on to the wild success of the original Montblanc, which was a clone of Creed's Aventus, right? Pineapple, a smoky type of fragrance. This one is Montblanc Extreme, right? So I don't know if this one is it could be a clone of that Aventus Absolute, right? So that deep dark type of Adventusy DNA. Maybe this could be it, right? But a note breakdown: top of bergamot, the mid of patchouli vetiver, and then the base you've got amber and leather, right? So still very much that, fresh, patchouli, and then amber, leathery. I think it's very different from the original Mont Blanc, right? So I think slightly different, more darker, less fresh on this one from just looking at the note breakdown. The next one from the house of Mont Blanc is from their special line of fragrances. I don't quite know what they're called, but yeah, the bottles yeah, they look like this. So it's a range of those type of fragrances, slightly more expensive, I think, more higher end. And then this one is Mont Blanc Star Oud, right? The name says it all: oud, 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 all the way, right? So amber notes, cardamom, cinnamon, oud, precious woods, and sandalwood. So this is essentially just a nice oud fragrance with a bit of cardamom, cinnamon there for the herbally sweetness type of vibes, right? And the amber to round it off. So definitely worth checking out. I don't think I've ever come across that line of fragrances in the retail outlets where I usually buy my fragrances. But yeah, definitely worth checking out. The price it tells you that there's something special there. So yeah, if you bump into it, check it out. There's a couple. I think there's around 8 of these fragrances. So this is an addition to that lineup, right? And then the next one of two as well, from the house of Giorgio Armani Code Elixir, right? So Armani is riding this elixir thing. The other time there was an Acqua di Gio elixir. Now there's from the Code line of fragrances. It's the Code elixir, right? So note breakdown, also a simple one: Calabrian green mandarin, smoked leather, liqueur, and then the base of rose tonka bean. So it's dark, it's heavy, and it's all sorts of good and smoothness, right? So as the Code DNA is, right? So yeah, Armani Code Elixir. The next one from the Giorgio Armani brand is Acqua di Gio Profondo EDT, right? So I think the last Profondo was a parfum. Yeah, the last one was a parfum. So Profondo EDT, top notes, spices, grapefruit, and lemon. So, you know, freshness. So yeah, citrusy with a bite, a little bit of hint of spices, I guess. And then the heart, you've got cologne, provincial lavender, and cypress. And then Guatemalan patchouli, woody notes, and mineral notes in the base, right? So following on to that sort of aquatic type of vibe. So it still has that pretty much aquatic vibe. It's an EDT, it's lighter, it's fresher, you know. You know the deal, citrusy freshness, you know, aquatic type of vibe here. Aqua di Gio Profondo EDT. Last but not least on the list, a fragrance that I've loved for many, many years, and I have all of them. I think I've got Dracar Noir, Dracar Blue. No, was it Dracar Blue? Yeah, I don't know what it was, but this one is Dracar Blue from the house of Gile Roche, right? So yeah, I also have the Intense. So I've got the original Dracar Noir, I've got Dracar Intense, and then I've got but it's blue, right? Quite forgotten what it is, but it's blue, right? So this one following on to Dracar Intense, it's Dracar Blue, right? By Gile Roche, right? Top notes of apple, bergamot, spearmint, so fresh, fruity up top, and then lavender, sage, and violet leaf in the middle, flowers in the middle, and then a base of fir balsam, moss, patchouli, so woods in the base, right? So simple note breakdown, always smells good. The performance is a bit of a letdown because, you know, the original Dracar Noir was known for pumping, right? It really pumped. A Dracar Intense, it's good, but it doesn't last that long. But it's still good, though. You can still wear it. You know, you just need to pump, you know, the spray on, right? So yeah, so that's the list for at least the first list for the month of May. Not a lot of designer or mainstream fragrance releases announced, but hopefully in the next week or so we'll get more fragrances announcement, at least within the month of May, going into our winter. Other parts of the world, their summer. We're definitely going into winter despite the light and the sunniness that you see behind me. With that said, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below about what you think, any suggestion, what you like on the list. For example, on this list, what I like are the two Armanis. The two Armanis definitely grabbed my attention, right? So the two Armanis, the Cold Elixir, as well as the deep water, not the Profondo EDT, definitely my two favorites, right? So yeah, till next time, peace, over and out.